A Frisco family hit a home run with the NYPD baseball team after someone stole the team's gear while they were here in town visiting Dallas. It happened in May. The NYPD had their gear stolen from a minivan parked outside their Dallas hotel. In all, about $10,000 in gear was taken, some of which was found at a nearby apartment complex. But the team had to forfeit the championship game because they didn't have the gear to play with. Brewster Waddell and his wife saw the story and wanted to help, so they made a $5,000 donation to the NYPD Widows and Children's Fund. That, in turn, led to a unique reunion last weekend on a baseball field in New York.
And what great pictures. Brewster Waddell is here with us tonight. You just returned from New York. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
What a whirlwind weekend for you. What
Pretty
a
quick.
tremendous event. All right, you first saw the story on Fox 4 about the equipment and the uniforms and everything being stolen. What is it that moved you about the story that you felt you needed to get involved?
Well, it was actually, Heather, it was pretty interesting though, because, you know, I saw it. I happened to be walking into my bedroom and I caught the last part of the story.
Yeah.
And I really got incensed because of the fact that I have close ties to New York City. Also, I work very much with the nonprofit and charity organizations, and it's just, you know, the fact that these people came all the way down from New York City, invested their time. These aren't people that, you know, have means. They're cops that are on the watch all the time.
Right.
And they come on down here to Texas, which basically is a state which is very generous and very caring, and they get ripped off. And you know, that really concerned me, and nobody did anything.
Right.
And that's what really bothered me the most.
I think I was actually pretty surprised too that more people didn't step up because we are such a giving community. And these police officers who came down here, they came down here for a charity game. They came down here on their own dime
Yep.
for a charity game to help raise money for firefighters here in North Texas. So yeah, it's pretty surprising.
Well, that's what, you know, I mean, if you think about it, you know, like we talked about before, I mean, we've got, you know, the police, they don't have extra time, they don't have extra money. They had to fund this out of their own pockets. They come on down here, they get ripped off, and then basically, like I put in an email I sent out, I said, we threw them under the bus. We just sent them home packing, and we didn't do anything for them. And what I did is I monitored it for a little bit, and I didn't hear anything coming out in the news from you guys or any other station. And so I picked up the phone and called Joe Vasquez at the NYPD Baseball Club. I said, you know, are you guys getting any support? Did you guys get any feedback from Dallas? And they said, no, we didn't. And at that point, I talked to my wife. We have a donor advised fund. It did fall into the category of where we could donate some funds to, and we decided to make a decision to try and make this right, because, you know, this is Dallas, Texas. We're very generous.
Right.
We do understand charity, we do understand nonprofit organizations, and it's shameful. It's shameful.
Well, and so you donated this $5,000 and they gave you an invitation. We've got to look at the first pitch video that we want to show everybody, and there it is, because you sat in the dugout,
Right.
You went to this game, which it was the police against the New York Fire Department, and they won 9-4, so it was a great game. What was it like to be there throwing out that first pitch?
Well, it was a great honor. I didn't really quite expect that. That's not why I went up there to see this. I went up there to tell the guys that I wanted to make it right.
Yeah.
And you know, they invited me out, and all of a sudden, the next thing I know, they called me up. They said, "Here's the ball."
And here you go.
And he said, "Don't throw a pitch like 50 Cent."
That's right, that's true.
And you know what? And I went out there and I was up on the mound and I looked and I suddenly realized that's a long way over to that catcher.
But you did it and you did great. And if you don't mind, I want you to stand up because you got this great jersey as well, the NYPD jersey. So, all right, I'll make you model for here for a minute. And you got your name there on the back. That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you, and I haven't shared this with you. I did talk to Mr. Vasquez there of the NYPD. And here are the words that he used to describe you. He said, tremendous, impressed, and that you represented Texas well. And he just said that you're just an incredible man, and they were so appreciative for you to come and be part of that.
Well, I'm very humbled by those comments.
Well, he just, on the phone, he just really was so thrilled by the donation that you gave to the widows and to the children. And he said, you know what, we're going to come back. We will come back one day to North Texas, and they're happy to.
Well, you know, that's another thing I'd like to make a point tonight. I mean, they are going to come back.
Yeah.
And so we did make good on that promise.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is I would like for Texas to make good on that when they come back. I'd like maybe American Airlines to look into this to help them out. I would like maybe the Rangers to do something for them when they come here, or maybe even Jerry Jones and the Cowboys to send them, you know, I mean, do something nice for them. These people they're first responders. We know that the NYPD are people that have sacrificed their lives. We know 9/11. And we just got to do something to make them feel at home when they come to Texas next time around.
I know you've certainly done your part, and everybody's certainly appreciative. But also, here's how you can do your part. We actually have a link on our website, because if you go to their website,
Right.
which again, go to the links section on our website, and it will take you to theirs. But they have a little message on there that says, help us replace the equipment stolen in Dallas, Texas. And that's kind of embarrassing. So anyway, you can go there and you can donate and you can do your part. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much
like
for
the
having
jersey,
me.
and
We
I'm glad you had
appreciate
a good
that.
time in New York.
Thank you.